Welcome to all the chess players. In this video, I'm going to share how you can clutch the move pawn to e4 with the move to PIRC Defense. The idea is we play d6 and we allow our opponent to take the control of the center by playing d4. Now, if you observe that these four squares are generally under white's control. So what can you do in order to crush this setup? So first of all, you'll play knight f6. Idea is you'll attack this pawn. Now your opponent, what can he do? He can simply defend it. He can play knight c3 or he can even try bishop to d3. Now there are some players who are beginners. What they do is they early in the opening they play e5. Now this move is a mistake. Why is that so? Because you can easily take it. If we take it, then you simply trade the queens and there is no other option except for king taking it. So after king takes, you can play knight g4. Now you'll attack the pawn, you'll focus on this fork. Ultimately, if your opponent take the king here, you can simply take the pawn. And so on, you can focus on developing your knight, taking out your bishop, and taking this along with castling. So this is how you are going to continue your game. So let's take it back. Now here we have the main line, that is knight c3. So in this video I'll show you two main lines which you can play against this setup. So number one is the sex defense, which begins with the move c6. The idea is to open up the queen's diagonal and attack further. Now how can you do that? So let me explain. Over here, if your opponent continues with a move like knight f3, he is simply focusing on his development. What you can do is, if you take the queen out and you attack this diagonal, your opponent, first of all, if he makes any move like bishop e2, now this is a naturally good looking move because he is looking forward for castling and all. Well, this is a mistake cause knight take on e4. Now this is not a sacrifice cause that's already a pin. So he can never try to take it. Otherwise, if he take it, then that's an illegal. So take it back, and over here, if we defend it by playing the move like bishop d2, which is even good move, cause what happened is now he is blocking this pin. What can you do against this setup? So you can simply attack the center with the move pawn to e5. Idea is simple. If we take it, and that's what you want, you will also take it back. Now you think that knight can jump anywhere. Well, knight comes to d5. That's the most trickiest move which is possible. Otherwise, all the other moves are bad. Okay. So what you can do is you can simply take the queen to d8. Now over here, this knight is under attack from the pawn. So knight take on it is not possible. Thus, what your opponent can do, if you protect it, then you can take out your knight, defend your pieces, and continue. If you take it, then what you do, you can go on with queen take, defend it, you take out your bishop, open up this diagonal, and castle. That's the basic development plan, which you can continue with. So this is how you continue with the sex defense. Now I have another line, and that's the middle line, g6. The idea is we play bishop g7. Suppose your opponent play knight f3, you play bishop g7. Now you are opening up this bishop towards this long open diagonal. The idea is that what you can do is you can take this knight back and focus on attacking via c5. How you can do it? Let me show. So your opponent play the move like bishop e2. You simply continue with castling, which is very important. Your opponent also castle. Now what you do is you have two variations possible. Number one is continuing with the move e5, and other one can be playing knight here and then c5. So suppose we go on with knight bd7. Now there are some variations possible, like your opponent play e5. Okay, such that you have to move the knight to e8. Okay, this is the move which you have to play. So on. Now what will happen is that the bishop diagonal is open, and the knight and the bishop both are attacking this diagonal. So this will become quite easy for you to attack further. But still, I'll suggest you must not focus on knight bd7. Instead, you must focus on e5, which is the best move. Now, why is that so? like pawn take, knight take. Now, how is that move looking a very good move? So that's why there are some players as black, they never play e5, but e5 is the correct way. So your opponent take it, you take it, knight take it, and then what you have to do? You can simply capture this pawn. If your opponent take it, now thinking that's a free knight, you can capture the e5 knight and continue. The position will be equal. You can develop your knight and continue with your game. F4, the Austrian attack. So how you play against this? Well, so what you can do is you play bishop g7 simply. Your opponent play knight f3, you simply castle. Now your opponent play e5. He is trying to attack. What you do? So then you can take the knight to d7. This was what I was saying about taking the knight back, and then you can plan for c5. This is also possible. Suppose your opponent plays a move like h4. This is just an example. H4 is also one of the lines possible. The idea is h5 and then attack further. Now what you do is you play c5, supported by this knight. Okay, if we take knight take, you attack this diagonal, and that will be a very easy win for you. Okay, so this is the masterpiece of PIRC defense.